Good evening, YouTubers. How are we doing? Thursday evening, day before the weekend. Just a quick update. Day 3 is finished, and I'll just let you know what's been going on today. So we've given the archway or doorway, extended doorway, if you want to call it, give it a rough plastering over, and finished it off with some plasterboard or hard rock, whatever you want to call it, sheet rock. We've moved the cables over as well for the heating system, so when that cupboard goes in place now, that'll all be hidden away. There's a cable there. I might use that cable for something else, maybe put an extra plug somewhere. We've also pulled a cable in through the existing hole for one of the existing downlighters, and we're going to put 2 little spotlights just above the doorway, because that switch there works this side, and then there's another switch over there on the wall which works that side, so there's no way of switching those lights on from this side of the door, and I can't be bothered to pull in another cable because there's too much involved with it. So instead I'm just going to have 2 little downlighters just to light up that area as you're walking into it from the other side. It's a bit higgledy-piggledy, a bit cock and bullshit, but it should be fine. Workstation's working today, all the systems are on. We've got the toaster and the kettle going, the microwave's cooking, the functioning kitchen is still working functionally as a kitchen, which is great. We've got some bolognese on the go over there for the kids. Chris has made us a cake, so I've had some cake. Nice cake, Chris, by the way. Victoria sponge for Emma's birthday, and something else in the microwave, not sure what. What else have we done today? So also today we took up the floor in the old existing kitchen. So yesterday we did the dining room, today we did the kitchen. Ripped it all up, removed the island, removed all the cupboards and everything, and just left in situ those little bits and bobs, and obviously the sink. But it made us then aware of how the plumbing was done. Now initially I thought the plumbing would run across the back walls. This house initially was very well built, everything's hidden away nice and neat, everything's internally laid, and I was wrong. This is not how it was. The pipes do fall through the floor, as you can see there. Everything comes up from under the floor. So with that being said, that means that we can have on the right hand side by the window the sink. So it doesn't make any difference to the layout of the kitchen really. Everything's on the left was matching what was going on the right anyway, cupboard space wise. What it does mean is we can have by the window here the sink unit. So as you can see it there, we're looking out through the window as you're doing your washing up or whatever you're doing, scratching your ass. In this case we're looking out the window while we're doing it in the new kitchen. So we are going to do that. We're just basically going to run a pipe. We're going to rip all this floor up, by the way, because it is rotten. It is absolutely, it's just bits and bobs that have been pulled out, ripped up to feed stuff all over and everywhere. We're going to rip it all up, same as we did that side. We're going to chuck down a brand new MDF floor, so that's ready for tiling. And while we're doing that, we're then going to feed some pipes and drain under the floor and bring it out into this area here. So we're basically going to have the same layout you got there, but over here. Now you might think, oh well, that's a waste of time, what are you going to do? It's not a waste of time. It's handy having plumbing on both sides of your kitchen, because you might want to put something in the future, maybe, I don't know, another washing machine, but in here you're going to have the dishwasher and the sink on this side now, so we're going to put exactly the same there over to this side. Also today did a bit of patchwork, took out the extract, patched up the hole going through to the outside, so that's good, and that is pretty much it. Lots of cables everywhere, lots of plugs which need to be utilised somehow. I'm not sure how we're going to utilise them, because this is going to be now, if you imagine the sofa area, so you're going to want plugs because people want to sit and charge their phones or put something on charge. So all these plugs maybe might get moved around a little bit, but generally I think the power system is going to stay where it is after I've figured out what is what, because yeah, I'll have to bell them out. That's a job for tomorrow. In the meantime, today. We're done. The skip is getting filled. You can't probably see it out there at the moment, but it's probably almost ready for collection. I'm gonna have to get a new skip because all the rubble that's going to come off the door when it gets dropped down, that's going to have to go in the skip. We've ordered the kitchen today. That's due in the beginning of December, so we've got about a week and a half now to get the screeded floor, this floor finished, get it tiled, and then maybe get the plaster in, which I'm still having no luck with getting a plaster tomorrow or as soon as possible. So if anyone out there knows a plasterer, needs a couple of days work to do a few bits and pieces, I might as well use this as a bit of a, so that's what needs doing. That needs finishing off in the arch. This ceiling here needs skimming over its Artex, and I think the whole of the kitchen could probably do with a good skim. So yeah, whole kitchen, just skim the whole lot. That's what we're looking at now. That side's fine, doesn't need anything. So if you know a plasterer out there that can help me out, I don't know, call me on FaceTube or something like that. All right, have a good evening and stay tuned for tomorrow. It's Friday. Yeah, like I said, we're going to redo this floor, screed the floor through there, get all the floors level, ready for tiling. Who knows, if I can't find a tiler, which is another trade I'm looking for, bell me up if you know anyone, or bell someone to bell me. I could do with a tiler as well. If not, it might have to be another string to my ever extending bow, which I'm gonna have to become a tiler. I don't want to have to do that. I had a go at plastering. Well, I didn't. Roman did today. Didn't do a bad job. I think that's not plastering. That's just rendering. It's a bit ropey. Me skimmed over the top of that, but he's done a pretty good job there, to be fair. We don't want to have to do any finishing plastering. You do need to be pretty skilled to do that. So, yeah. Like me, subscribe to me, and contact me if you can help. Otherwise, stand by for tomorrow's video. Oh, by the way, a few people have been asking about this. I will do like a separate video towards the end of the kitchen build about what this is all about, because I think it does deserve a video of its own. Okay, I know some people saying, oh, you only bought that so you could have it as a, I've bought this just for the kitchen build, but apparently it can be utilised for some kind of tool station or something like that. Potentially go in the garage and put loads of stuff in. It's not what it was intended for. It was intended for the kitchen build to make life easier. Just turns out that out of this whole thing I'm probably going to end up managing to inherit this tool station. So I will do a little video about that later on. Vis-a-vis. See you later.